trouble.
Are we doing that today?
Yeah. The Jones, and then close the deal. That's the first set. We'll end up with some rock and roll. There's nobody around here who wants to hear any of it. That's why I want to play it. That's why I want to do it for them. Make them listen to it. All right, number 2, second set. We'll start with interloper. Then we'll do relativity. Then I'll reset all the way up. We'll do Ipanema. And I wish you love. Then we'll do Magus. And then we'll close with what little moonlight can do. That's up there. With a little button on it.
Is it cool if I just walk off stage with the Vegas thing?
For Vegas? Oh yeah, there's just 3 Camones. Yeah, if you're not playing on it, okay. That's fine.
You don't want to do satellite?
Oh, I forgot satellite. Oh my god, take it back. Oh, I forgot. I tell you what, do this. After the Jones in the first set, put satellite. We'll close with that. I forgot my own dumb prayer.
Are you planning close video?
No, we're gonna move that to the, we'll close the second set with that. Everyone gives me the look. Oh God, genius. My final concert, I had to play electric bass on the last one. I was close, yeah. So yeah, but that's reasonable. So I forgot that.
What about Body and West?
Oh yeah, we got that too. Well, let's see. Let's do close the deal. Let's go at the end of the second set after What a Little Moonlight, just because it's totally different. And then let's put Vada Nuez. Yeah, let's do that after Tito. We'll do that third in the first set. Is it Vada or Day?
Day.
Day.
Nice haircut, dude.
Thanks, man.
Okay?
Where in the first
So here it is again, real quickly. Easy to Love, Tiptoe. We will not play those today. Here. Vada and Wes.
Did you see the Did you get soul?
I hate autocorrect. Okay. Vada and Wes. Then the song is You, Blue Set, and Embraceable You. Then we'll do the Jones and close the satellite. Okay? Second set, Interloper, Relativity, Ipanema, I Wish You Love, Mingus, What a Little Moonlight Can Do, and close the deal. Got it? So right now, let's do the song as you. Okay, get up the song as you. Let's just run that down and we'll be able to do that. Okay, song as you. That's it.
No, we were closing with Close the Deal.
That's right.
Correct. Last kid on
You got it? Are you streaming?
Yeah.
So, for those of you out there in YouTube land, thank you for being here. This is the University of Illinois Concert Jazz Band. I'm Chip McNeil, the Chair of Jazz Studies here. We're supposed to have a couple of guests, we hope. The saxophonist Steve Wilson, Ron Blake, and possibly trumpet player Nate Eklund could come in and just maybe do some comments. Hopefully they're on their way. If they're not, we're basically doing a rehearsal for our concert tonight over at the Tranter Performing Arts Center here on the campus of the University of Illinois. in the Studio Theater at 7:30, and it is Friday, April 29th. So please come by and check us out if you don't want to stream this or listen to this. You can come hear a bunch more music this evening. So this is a rehearsal, and as I said, if the folks from Christian McBride's entourage show up, they'll probably have some comments and things, and we're just going to go ahead and rehearse until they do. Thank you. So, we are on the screen. So where's
He had to get his book.
Oh.
He called me about this.
Okay, so let's do song as you. Are you set? Say something in here.
Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Check, check. 1, 2.
Pretty close to where it was.
Check, check. 1,
Yeah.
1, 2.
That's better?
Yeah.
Here we go. All set? Let's do this. I'm gonna take it right off the bat. Watch the little edits we made. Okay, check those out. Alright, here we go. Let's see if we can get it nice and crisp and clean. You close? I'll wait. Okay. I'll do 2 bars for this one. And when we get to the vamp, just keep doing the vamp. It's gonna be the same thing. I'll talk a little bit in there. That's the one place I will chat a bit. Okay? And I'll stop right there. Sort of. There, now we're set. Well, close. There we go. Okay, here we go. 2 bars. 1, 2, 1, 2. Sorry. We're just gonna basically, because we've got our concert tonight, so we thought we'd just
Cool.
play a bunch of stuff of ours, and you guys can make some comments.
That'd be lovely.
Then just check it out.
When and where?
Yeah.
How?
Well, just sit tight. We'll play, and then after maybe each tune, you can whatever you hear
I
that.
recognize some.
Yeah.
From
some stuff.
yesterday.
That might be a good thing. Nate, I
Yeah.
assume, hi, I'm Chip, nice to meet you.
Good to meet you too.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
So we'll just do some stuff, we're getting ready, this is Sit Lolly, she's our vocalist. That's
Hola.
actually gonna be in the choir for Christian Stake.
Oh,
She's singing
oh,
in there
cool.
too, so
Excellent.
she's one of our vocalists, and this is the band that's gonna be playing Christian stuff, so you can kind of get familiar with them a little bit.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Cool. Well, we're gonna forge ahead. That was a great chart by Mike Lewis, and just to get us going, I just get it up there with that one. And then we're gonna do, what did I say next? You know what, let's do, can we do Embraceable? Do Embraceable, it's a chart I did a long time ago on Embraceable.
Alright.
But they do the verse too.
Oh, okay, oh, nice.
Here, if somebody wants to look at it, be my guest, and if you don't, that's fine too. So you guys have the first up top. We'll do that. Don't forget, I think before 25, I'll count you in. One, up, boom, down. So Max, are you playing triplets in that bar before 25?
I have 3 minutes of beforehand, so I'm playing starting on beat 3. So
Okay, so I'll just give you 2 beats.
Yeah.
I'll give it on off in the bar 25.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 back, boom, down, okay? Okay, and then we're straight ahead from there. Woodwinds, here's your chance to show that you know how to play. Good luck.
Look forward to it with you.
Yeah, they're learning, so just,
Oh.
but that'll be some stuff.
Got some snakes in there, huh?
Do they take, can they take lessons privately?
Oh, yeah, they
Other
can,
instruments?
and I help them too with clarinet. I started as a pianist, but I played clarinet flutes early on, so I do a lot of those. But they also, I always encourage them to take with the clarinet flute teachers here too,
Yeah.
so they get that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
when they can, sometimes they can't, it depends on the semesters,
Yeah.
Right.
and stuff, of course.
Yep, yep.
But we try to touch on it as much as we can. All right, here we go. So Lolly, you guys got it. Come on.
Dozens of boys would storm up. I had to lock my door. Somehow I couldn't warm up to one before. What was it that controlled me? What kept my love lively? My intuition told me you'd come on the scene. Mister, listen to the rhythm of my heartbeat. You will get just what I mean.
1, 2.
Thank
final act here. But this is, I want him to play something that, you know, you go to New York, you're gonna play a show, something, you're gonna get
That's
stuff
it.
like this every day.
That's
you know,
it, yeah,
all the time.
that's
So,
it.
just to be able to have that contrast, and they're doing pretty good. I mean, just trying to get them to follow the flow of it, you know, not just read the notes, but
Right.
pay attention to the dynamics, and especially if there's a vocalist or a soloist, whatever the.
Yeah, yeah. Beautiful, great.
Well, any comments? Yes. Say, this is your chance. We want you, we want them.
It's me again.
No, that's good.
I was checking to see who was on drums today, just so I don't get shot. Tell me your name.
Oh.
Sit Lolly.
Wow.
You can just
You
say
can-
Lolly.
Lolly.
Sit Lolly?
Like a lollipop.
Sit Lolly.
Yeah.
That's terrible, I
You're
know.
terrible. I think you could take a little bit more time with the verse. I wanted to, I mean, like, I love the story.
Yeah.
But I was like, you were kinda like, okay, hurry up, let's get to the other part. And I just kinda felt like you could just end phrases, start the next phrase, you know, just like, that's more than anything, this is your time. And I think you could really like introduce the song and really set up the arrangement if you really just kinda, you know,
And,
listen.
and we've talked about that, right?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Thank you.
listen to Ella sing verses and you will know exactly what I mean. I mean, just, you know, I mean, you don't have to try to sound like, I'm just saying. That's one thing. Overall, I thought when the ensemble came in, I thought y'all could have just like at the end, how y'all were playing at the end, if y'all played with that dynamic at the beginning, her stuff would have been more effective. Overall, I think y'all could have just like,
Chilled out.
you know, and then one more thing.
No, it's great, right? Go.
Sorry.
No, this is what I want to hear.
This is why I don't do ensemble. I do not coach ensemble anymore. They hate me. It's
No,
this is the year they're
They
just
hate
like,
me too, I do it every day, so don't worry.
when you guys get to your ensemble thing, right? Those, you got like some
Yeah, the
short,
big part of the band.
some
where the
short
band
things.
sits up- Yeah.
Play me the first.
Maybe it's C, I think it's at C, is that where it is? You wanna
What,
just
what,
play?
what does it look? Let me just see it. What it looks like real quick, just because I can tell you exactly what I want you to.
Okay.
Show me.
It's probably letter C and C or D.
When the after her thing.
Right.
25?
Oh, after the
Yeah.
verse.
Those quarter notes, they're beautifully short,
Yeah.
but they deserve some attention. Like, give them some, sit on them.
Mhm.
Oh, you know, like, let me, you can play a little bit softer. I love baritone saxophone, it's like my thing, but you could like chill too at the top. Okay, that's it, I'm done.
No, that's good. We've talked all of it, thank you very much, cause I love it. It'll have a little more weight, that's good. The way we get with it. Great, let's put that away, let's do another one, something completely different. You wanna do, well, which one we need to run, Ipanema?
Yeah.
This is a chart sheet that Lolly brought in, I can't remember who the, oh, thank you, yeah, thank you. It would be is there somebody in the airman a note that did this?
No, I don't know.
Yeah, this is one of the.
Oh, this is, what's his name, sorry. Eric Richards, sorry, this is important.
Eric Richards?
Yeah, yeah, so it's a take on Ipanema, it's kind of like a Brazilian funk groove,
Okay.
so.
And ensemble, just really quickly.
Yeah.
One other thing, when you have long notes, I feel like the lead players are doing a great job of shaping to the end of the line. And I feel like at the very end of the note, I don't hear the whole ensemble the same way I do in the middle of the note. So if you're not playing the lead voice, you gotta listen up to your lead player and really make sure that you measure your note, and you don't wanna hold over them, but you gotta hold with them right to the end, so that we hear like the full impact of the sound to the downbeat or wherever you're cutting off the note.
Yeah, yeah. And I've been really big too, and Steve, you can probably, both of you guys, saxophone players too. Yeah, and the trombones as well, but like in the 2D stuff, you know, I always envision these as, yes, we want to hear your notes, but basically you're there for rhythmic and intensity support, especially when it's 2D up to the lead player.
Yeah.
And don't make them overwork, you know?
Right,
You don't want to, you know, sometimes saxophone players, they see forte or fortissimo in a section like that, and they, you know, they're just blasting away, and it's
Right.
like, no, that's not it.
Right.
So,
Right.
so just be careful about that. We talk a lot about that. But yeah, that's true. They need to
But
hang on to that.
I feel like the middle of the note, the balance feels good.
Yeah.
And then the end of the note, it doesn't feel quite the same.
Right, right. Okay, so let's see if we can get closer on that. Remind me, so Nathan, you got your blowing on this, right? Okay, and we're just playing ink, correct, on this one? Nothing weird. And then Paul just lets the spot where it just drops out and it's just you, okay? And at the end, play the ink too, right? 118, we won't open that up, we'll just do the ink, Nathan. Okay, just for now, just go straight ahead, just kind of pretty much all the way to the end, right? Okay, alright. So, here we go, tempo. Is that about right in two? Alright, here we go. 2 bars and 2. Here we go. 1,
Yeah, mine.
Okay.
No, that PA.
I know. Is it?
Yeah. Sorry.
Is the PA on or no? She's just has a monitor.
Yes, it's
Okay,
mine.
that's
Yeah, there's no.
probably
There's
a
no.
little bit. Got you.
Could you shift a little bit just so we could hear you better?
Yeah.
At first I was like, oh, the
Sure.
balance
I
is,
don't- I don't want
you-
totally
Yeah,
off, and then I
turn it
realized
up.
we can't.
I don't want you to have to.
No,
kill
make sure
yourself.
you can hear yourself.
Make
though.
sure you can hear yourself so you're comfortable.
Yeah.
Just a little.
We can turn it like this. Well, yeah.
Well, maybe not towards the PA, right?
Try that, yeah. As long as you're.
And don't spend too much time with it, but it would just be nice to hear you a little better.
Let me get this, yeah, this is our, just our little, to get us through, basically. Try that. Alright,
Okay.
one more time, we're in tempo, sorry, the tempo, that was my fault. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Olha que coisa mais linda, mais cheia de graça. Ela menina que viu e que baixa, nos balança caminhão do mar. Nossa, no corpo dourado da sede da mina, o céu balançando e mais que voinha, que a coisa mais linda que eu já vi passar. Ah, porque estou tão sozinho. Fica mais lindo por causa do amor.
more thing. This tune, I mean, like, more so than anything, I really kind of feel like the horns all together, y'all need to be more like part of the rhythm section.
Yeah.
So they're like those little things, especially on the bridge, answering the vocals, ba-da-da-da-da-da, you guys do it so in tune and perfectly together, but like it's like lacking in kind of like the vibe of the groove that's going on. So hear yourself as being some kind of percussion instrument or something. I don't know how to. And I think overall, the horns can think more like, how are my notes like locking up with the groove on this more?
Yeah.
And it would carry itself more, and then you wouldn't have to like depend so much on like volume and stuff like that to impact the whole situation. I'm gonna stop there.
No, that's good. Don't
Overall.
worry, bro. They hear it every day, 5 days a week, so don't worry.
Yeah, no, but I really just feel like if y'all like, just think of you like, okay, I'm playing cowbell, or I'm, you know, just, you got some, and that's what you're doing, and it's not so much like you're playing notes on your instrument, you know, it's like, how is this like really connecting? Cause when like there was that one at the end when she came back in with, on the bridge, and the bass dropped out.
Right, right.
And y'all were just doing the little answer, and it was like perfect, but it was like, it did not connect
Not in
with
the
what
body.
had been happening rhythmically, you know, so it didn't have as much impact.
Yeah.
The trombone and little, you know,
The tenor
trumpet
sound,
thing,
yeah.
That's it.
No, that's good, that's good. Cool, well, we're just kinda, like I said, this is one we haven't played a whole lot, so we're.
Yeah, no, but
Sounds
this-
good.
y'all, it sounds
good.
great, man, this is like
Good.
super fine tuning stuff. I'm
Oh,
talking
thank you.
about.
Yeah.
I also think when you're working like on music that has a vocalist with it too, like as an ensemble can sometimes be hard to kind of know the role and the place with it. And I think part of it too is kind of understanding like where are those moments that we've got to be under the vocal, that we can't be conflicting with that as the lead voice, and then where are the moments that we can sing,
Yeah.
right? And like we can really play out. So I did feel like there were a couple spots where, to be very honest, like I could hear some volume, but I actually wanted a little more impact. And I think some of that is what Ron's talking to. I wanted more kind of articulation and rhythmic quality inside of those big moments. Doesn't necessarily have to be loud, but just really
Yeah.
clear with the articulation.
And that's where you guys can help, what I'm talking about, you know, you don't have to compete in volume, it just has to be rhythmic intensity.
Yeah.
Yeah, make it feel good.
Ultimately, and not even that, but I mean, people dance to this.
Yeah.
So if you don't think somebody's gonna be dancing to what you're playing, chances are you're not doing it.
You're not getting over it, yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, Chip?
Yeah.
There is one spot that maybe could be easy, really easy to do. It's not even a fix. And, there's a spot early on in the chart with this quarter note triplets, I think. Yeah, the horns at quarter note triplets somewhere.
Where is it?
25.
Oh, 25. Blah, 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 blah. Right, the guitar.
Yeah,
tenors.
I mean, there's room, and this is to their point, I could even lay back on that a little more.
Yeah.
That more, just more lyrical.
Yeah.
You know, just, it's right in the Brazilian vein.
Right.
You know, so you could, there's room there to just sort of relax on this, da, 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 da. Don't, in other words, you don't have to feel compelled to make it some metronomic. You make it more lyrical.
Just relax. That's the spot I was telling you the kids for you two guys, was to listen across, because it's hard to see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, playing the chart very well, wow.
Yeah, we haven't played this too much, so.
Nice chart.
Not that much.
Yeah.
You know what, let's do something that's not a vocal for a minute, we'll give you a break for a second. And we'll just, this is something I just pulled out for the heck of it. Do you have your tenor here, buddy? This'll be fun for you guys. I did a chart a long time ago. I originally did this with Woody's band when I was almost years ago.
Okay.
But, so it's a 3-tenor baritone thing, but it's satellite. I took parts of trained solo
Whoa.
and listed out for the
Whoa.
3-tenor, so they, one of our, the alto people plays tenor too. So
Alright.
part of the solo is like that, whatever.
Okay.
It's kind of my little homage to the, like the Cuban bands, you know, from the Tropicala and stuff in Nevada at the beginning, too high on the moon, and then goes into trains thing.
Nice.
So
All
we're
right.
gonna try it. Let's give it a shot. We do need to run this. This one's got some stuff in it. All right, so let's give this a shot. You can tell how old it is because I still have the actual
Right.
Yeah, that's the way we used to do it.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Analog,
That's the
analog.
old days. They look at those and they kind of start cracking up and they're like, what's that?
Yeah,
Paper and
man.
Pencil? And all the parts too.
Long live analog, man.
Yeah, right? Let's try it. Alright, here we go. So I'm gonna give you a bar in front of the edge, and then, Max has a big roll, and then the double bar. So just watch the beginning. Like I said, and this probably Nathan, there'll be a time you can check out for this, because this has got the real, Arturo playing at the drop a gala deal. This is supposed to be kind of like. Alright, here we go, right on the top. I'll give 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4.
with Woody?
I don't remember. I don't think we did, unfortunately. We were playing Countdown. Frank Tiberi did a Shiro Countdown, and this one we used to play them kind of interchangeably.
Yeah.
And I don't think either one of them got recorded, unfortunately.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know. Someday.
Yeah, I hope so. That's great.
Well, if you know anybody that wants to, you're more than welcome to have it.
Wow.
Been in there a long time.
I just have one thing. Pianist, what's your name?
Jesus.
Jesus.
You grab that stand out here.
Oh, okay. Oh.
You grab that stand, you mind moving that?
Oh, sure. Here, no, let's just put it down.
Yeah, so Jesus, I noticed that you use the pedal a lot when you come. So I think that's fine for when you're accompanying the horns in the background, but especially during the tenor chorus, open it up, because if you're playing all of those pads, it takes away the space. And when you take away the space, you take away the swing. So can we try one thing at maybe the tenor solo?
Sure.
Because you guys launched into that beautifully, especially drummer, what's your name?
Max.
Nick?
Max.
Max, great, yep, appropriately named Max. Yeah, that's a great send-off. So, when that send-off happens, if you keep the pedal down, there's no space. So can we try that one
Sure,
time? Maybe
sure.
Just
What is
launch
that,
into
H?
that,
Yeah.
and then count without the pedal.
Yeah.
Just a lot of space.
You wanna get into it at G? Is that doable? Where's the good class spot?
That works.
Is G okay to get into that?
Yeah, that works.
Okay, letter G. Here we go, round G. Is this the Latin part, the end of it, the end of the break? Okay, here we go. Oh, it's the horn solo. Okay, here we go, G. 1, 2, 1,
much better. And you know what? You might even want to consider just a chorus without the strophe chorus.
Yeah.
Because now it becomes a small group.
Yeah.
So, let them have it and let them build into it, then maybe come in the second chorus. But that was much better. And let's sustain. Don't always feel like you have to lay a pad in there. That was better. But even more.
Extended snare drum.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be a part of the rhythm section.
Yeah.
Y'all play together. I mean, you should have eyes on, or just be listening to what he's doing, or you should be listening to so that y'all can kind of hook up on establishing a thing. So then whatever's coming out of what you're doing rhythmically is a variation on that, and it's just kind of organically developing, and y'all are not randomly doing hits behind the drummer. I mean, behind the soloist, I'm sorry.
Yeah. One of the philosophies that Mel Lewis and Thad Jones had was that they treated the big band as like a small band within a big band. That was one of their philosophies. So at that point, you're a quartet. So think about what you do. We're quartet now. So don't think about functioning as the big band piano player at that point. Which you do very well, by the way. But you can, like Ron said, you can have some more interaction. Sometimes that means playing less. Then start to listen, hook up with snare. But that was much better though. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked a lot about too, and I love that you said the pedal, because I'm always of the mind, do it with your hands.
Yeah.
As much as possible. I
Yeah.
had a long time ago, a teacher used to just strap my leg to the back of the bench, just no pedal for, everything has to be done with the hands for a while.
Yeah.
Until you get a feel for it. So I think that speaks to that.
Yeah,
too.
if you watch all the great piano players, man,
Yeah.
they're very sparse with the pedal. I played for years with Mulgrew Miller, who had the most beautiful touch on the piano, and he hardly ever played the pedal when he was conscious. Yeah, and it was
Just with their hands, right?
Yeah,
Touch.
yeah.
Well,
keeps
cool.
you very honest.
We should probably stop for now, just because we're getting to the end, and you guys, we'll get you guys up here and do whatever you guys wanna do.
That was great, killing.
Oh, thanks, man, thank you very much. How about a hand for Ron Blake? And Steve Wilson, and Nate Eckler, too. Thank you. So we're gonna switch over, all you people out there in Streamland, and do our jazz forum with Christian McBride and friends, and let them talk and do whatever they'd like to do. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the stream. Thank you. No.
You should.
I got it.
You should.